The Arizona Diamondbacks defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates by the score of 3-0. Hello there, I am Michael McDermott from the AZ Snake Pit, and we're recapping game number 108 of this 162 game season. Before we get into that, I ask you to please subscribe to the AZ Snake Pit YouTube channel, leave a like, comment down below, and turn on notifications. If you're looking for something to comment, you can say how filthy Zac Gallen stuff was today and what you saw from that. So anyway, from this game, it was Diamondbacks had a chance to, with the 4-game series against Pittsburgh, to pick up some easy wins here. Try and get themselves some wins going into September. And with Pittsburgh trending down, it was a chance maybe to take 3 of 4 against a bottom tier MLB team and just beat the teams that you're supposed to there and maybe build some confidence going into September. So in this game, the Diamondbacks sent in Zac Gallen for the start, and he was absolutely brilliant in this one. 7 innings, shutout innings. Pittsburgh really didn't have much going against him. Only one runner got past second base, although he didn't make it to third. In this one, you had the fastball and the curveball were both working pretty well in this game. Gallen was able to spot both pitches in the strike zone and get swings and misses, as well as incorporating a few cutters and changeups to keep the Pirates' hitters off balance, although I thought his effectiveness of the cutter waned as the game came on. Early in the game, he had some pretty good strikeouts on both Marcano and Newman to start the game, but the cutter started getting flat and he left it up in the zone as the game progressed. Fortunately, Pittsburgh didn't do much with them. Ended up hitting hard ground balls straight into shifts for outs. Pittsburgh only got 3 hits against Gallen. Gallen got 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, although I think he had a little bit of trouble in that last inning, as he needed a couple nice defensive plays to get through that. He also made a couple nice plays himself, 3 really good plays, 2 of them taking down bunts, where he basically sprinted to get to the mountain, sprinted to get to them. First one was a popped-up bunt attempt that was down the third base line. He flagged that one down in the air. Another one was a well-placed bunt down third baseline, but he got off the mound. But Gallen got off the mound pretty quickly and made an accurate throw to first. And then also started a double play to end the second inning, and I think that ended up being a huge double play because it kept the pitch count down. Gallen pretty much cruised through 7 innings in this one. Offensively, not much to go with. They were held hitless against, for the first 3 innings. They didn't get anything. They did get a hit in the 4th inning when Alek Thomas singled. That was their first hit of the game, but they didn't get much going until the 6th inning. But it was a case where the Pirates simply gifted the Diamondbacks a run. So Perdomo leading off the inning ended up hitting a hard ground ball. Chavis ends up knocking it down, but he can't find it. He was looking as if the ball bounced straight up on him instead of just bouncing off his glove and literally just staying right underneath him. Because usually the ball doesn't take that kind of bounce. That ended up being, and then the Pirates had another fielding miscue right in the next at bat. Perdomo was picked off first base, but was going on first move, so it was going to take an accurate throw from the first baseman who didn't even get a throw off. Trying to get Perdomo at second base. Josh Rojas on the very next pitch ended up, it was a bunt down the first baseline. It's an effective weapon against left-handed pitchers that fall off the mound towards third. And it ended up being a situation where Rojas was able to high step away from the first baseman's tag. And that put runners on the corners with nobody out. Alek Thomas came up the plate and hit into a double play. It was room service double play right at the second baseman. Ended up scoring a run though. But the Diamondbacks on the board. There wasn't much offense between the 6th and until the bottom of the 8th, and the Diamondbacks were able to tack on a bit. But Gallen was down after 7. Joe Mantiply was coming up, likely prepared for a potential Ke'Bryan Hayes matchup with Pittsburgh potentially bringing some right-handed hitters off the bench. Mantiply ended up striking out Hayes he struck him out on a changeup to end the inning. And so the one matchup I was worried about against Mantiply ended up blowing the guy away anyway. with that, the bottom of the 8th, the Diamondbacks once again, were gifted an opportunity in this one. Seth Beer, opposite field single, got something out of a play. Good piece of hitting, taking a sinker away and not trying to pull it. Just got it out in the left field. Pinch runner, Alcantara pinch ran for him. The next batter, Carson Kelly, draws a walk after a full count. And then Christian Walker went 2-2 before a backup slider clipped him in the back. More of a glancing shot. Obviously, Walker was fine. So that meant bases loaded, nobody out, and with the lineup potentially turning. Oh wait, no, sorry. Walker hit by pitch, I think, was a different inning, but oh yeah, it was later in the inning. My bad. So Perdomo comes up with 2 on, nobody out. Drops a bunt down the third baseline, but the pitcher's looking at the wrong base. So after picking it up, so Perdomo was able to reach on a bunt single. That was their second hit with runner in scoring position. No RBIs up to that point. So that was just kind of a weird statistical oddity. Fortunately, it just was that. So with the bases loaded, nobody out, lineup turning over, you got the top of the order coming up. You're thinking, okay, big inning here. And it ended up being, the Diamondbacks ended up scoring, but not as much as you'd hope for. Josh Rojas and Alec Thomas both grounded into force outs of home. Both of them kind of very frustrating because they swung at 3 straight pitches after a guy was having trouble throwing strikes. That's just, are you watching the game type moment? A situation where Rojas swung at a 2-0 pitch that wasn't even in 2-0 pitch that wasn't even in the spot that he likes, and then Alec Thomas swinging at 2 pitches away. That's just unfortunate. But fortunately, Ketel Marte was able to pick him up. Hit a clean single up the middle, drove in 2. And that gave the Diamondbacks the breathing room they would need to navigate potentially a tired closer situation. Was either Ian Kennedy's 3rd game in 4 days, or it was going to be Mark Melancon on a back-to-back with a 3-0 lead. It would have been a risky proposition up 1-0. But 3-0, you felt a little bit better about that. So with Marte's single giving the Diamondbacks valuable insurance runs, it ended up turning a potential 9th inning save into a nothing burger. 9th inning, clench your butts for a potential save into a nothing burger. Kennedy gets three outs on facing 4 hitters, although he did walk a batter, struck out a batter too. Pittsburgh never got the tying runs at the plate, so although a 3-run save isn't necessarily that impressive in my opinion, but he got the job done. Anyway, game 2 is tomorrow, and we'll check to see who it is on the schedule. Tomorrow, they'll be sending Tommy Henry on the mound, facing Zach Thompson. Zach with an H, obviously. Zach with a K pitches for the Cardinals, but I digress. So, Tommy Henry coming in for the Diamondbacks, hoping to try and get the Diamondbacks up 2-0 in the series. Be good to take 3 of 4 against the Pirates, and winning the first game was a huge step towards that goal.